All right, perfect. So I'm assuming everybody can hear. I appreciate everybody getting on, man. It's so great to hear. Number one, Jen Lee getting promoted. Bao getting promoted to regional leader. I'm so excited for them. I've known Jen Lee since she started in this business. So, I'm going to get a chance to see her at the school. So, big hugs from us and from Tanya and I. We love you and great job. Bao, excellent, excellent job. And Rod, you are a beast, man. You look like the mayor, by the way, up there. So, listen, guys, it's going to be real quick what I want to cover with you guys today. You keep hearing it a few times throughout the morning so far. And, getting in this business, you talk about getting on a schedule. Part-time, full-time. The first thing I want to make sure you guys understand is that what is defined, what defines a schedule in Primerica, right? That's actually, let me, I'm over here talking. I haven't even brought up the screen. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can share. Perfect. I hope everybody can see this. Oh, good. I see it on the screen up there. Um, okay, that's weird. Uh, I don't know why it's not coming up as a presentation. No. All right, I'll keep. I just kind of show you the slides. I don't know why it's not coming up as a presentation. Anyway, running a part-time schedule, a full-time schedule, is critical here. But understanding what that really means, our natural instinct when you think about part-time, you think of full-time, and you start a job, you think of time, right? You think of working 20 hours a week. You think of working 40 hours a week, and from 9 to 5, for example. Well, here, part-time and full-time schedule is really defined differently, and it really starts with setting appointments and doing appointments, right? And that's something that I want to cover with you guys today. How you define it here. So setting appointments and doing appointments is really the start to everything. Now, is there a lot of things to do behind the scenes? Absolutely. I coach my boys in football, and I work out with them. Pretty much, I give them a schedule of workout plans daily that they have to accomplish, and they get upset about it. And what they don't realize and understand is the game. When you get ready to play the game, that's where you show out. All the work before that is important in order to show out the right way, at the game. So here, what I'm going to suggest everybody does is really print out a weekly calendar, right? And I want you to have hourly time slots in that calendar. And what I want you to do with it is really just box out your normal responsibilities, your work and family obligations, the things that you have to do, right? So if you work a 9 to 5 job, make sure Monday to Friday you put that in there, you block that out. That's important. If church, right, put that in there, block it out. Things you have to do with your kids, block that out, so on and so forth. And then I want you to box out training times for Primerica, whether it's Tuesday, Saturday mornings, obviously. Box those out, and make it something that is non-negotiable, right? So put that in there. Then what you want to do is box out an hour or so where you have to schedule appointments. And your goal is to schedule 3 to 5 appointments on a weekly basis. I'll cover that in a minute. Why, right? So you want to box that out, and then you want to box out 3 to 5 hours a week where you actually will be doing QAs. Now, for some of you, that may be best on a weekend. For others, you can break it out throughout the week. Whatever that time frame is, make sure you put it in there in red. And your whole goal when you're running your schedule per week is make sure that those boxes are filled up with appointments, with people you're meeting with people you're talking to the business about. Not social time, not hangout time, but rather we're going to discuss what I'm doing and how we can help you. Next, you want to run a schedule. You want to run it like it is a job, right? You don't want to, a lot of times we kind of get in this business and we treat it like a hobby. And we all know when you run a hobby or when you work a hobby, you make no money for it. There's no results that come from that. You got to treat this like if you're going to fire yourself if you don't actually fill these time slots up with appointments. And that's how you have to do it. And then, of course, treat it like a business. And here are some of the things I want you to include in there. As you're kind of processing this here on a weekly basis, have weekly goals, right? Set whether it's putting in a total weekly premium, total appointments you're going to do, people you're going to sit down with, people you're going to prospect or speak to, right? Put that in there and have it in front of you. That's something I've done. I started to do again recently. Is I sit at my desk and I'm ready to start my day, and I have that in front. My goal is 5,000 in premium on a weekly basis, right? And recruit one or two people, and recruit one per week. That's my focus. That's my goal. And I understand right off the bat, the moment I sit here and I see that, I have to have that in the back of my mind. That's why I'm sitting here. That's why I'm working, right? Then, when you have your goals in front of you, and consistently or constantly, you avoid getting distracted. And I know in my family, I have 5 kids, and every morning is a distraction, right? Whether my daughter gets up late, she has to go to, she has to be on the bus by 6:10. She gets up late, I have to take her, right? My boys, they fight in the morning about, no, I took those clothes out. No, those are the pants I was going to wear. And it's an argument every morning. My 4-year-old, getting him ready for school every morning, right? He does preschool every morning. Do I have to go to school? Literally is a conversation for 10 minutes as to why he has to go to school. And then you got my 1-year-old who, wakes up when he wants to, and he wants mom all the time. So at least that one is not my problem. So the point I'm trying to make is there will always be distractions, and you have to kind of understand how to maneuver around those and stay focused on your daily tasks. I know Tanya and I have had discussions where my focus is from 8 to 9. I am making calls. I'm focused on doing what I have to do in that time slot, and no matter what else happens, that has to be a priority. And then from that, expect to get the results from it, right? And as you're learning this business, I don't care too much about rejection anymore or getting discouraged by it. I've been doing this long enough to understand that's part of the process. But when you're brand new, understand that's going to be there. And deal with it in a positive way. And the beauty of it is you have some of the top leaders in the company in front of you guys in that room right there where you guys are standing at. So talk to them about it. Help them, pick their brains as to how they deal with a lot of this stuff. And of course, be a self-developer, right? Part of this whole process is you got to take out an hour, on a 30 minutes to an hour on a daily basis, to grow, to self-improve. There's so many great videos in our website that you can go to and just listen to some of the things that these guys are doing, right? Read books on leadership and growth and so on and so forth. So make sure you take time out for that. And when I talk about running the numbers, 8531, some of you have heard this at some point in your career here, unless you're brand new. But what that simply means is, and don't ask me why it works this way, it just does, is when you're sitting, or when you're having 8 new appointments scheduled, you have a good understanding out of those 8, you're going to come back and sit down with 5 of them. And out of the 5 you sit down with to now present or to close, you're going to get 3 families that you're going to help, or 3 closes. And through that, you're going to get 1 recruit. Now, how often you run this, now that's up to you. You can run it per month and you'll get 3 sales. You can run it every 2 weeks, you'll get 6 sales. You can run it weekly and you'll get, 12 sales, 10 to 12 sales a month, right? So however you run this, whatever time frame, just understand that this is how it works. And it's ultimately up to you. And I want to finish with this. Um, a lot of times, making money in Primerica, can it's you hear, I mean, Rogers made $8,700 on on investments. Man, that's such a freaking, that's awesome, and that's what this is about. When you're brand new and you're starting out, who was it? I think it was Matt and Mia made, what is it, $1,600 in their training process. Made, oh, $1,300, I think it was. Guys, I bet you this is a similar schedule they ran, right? They attended 2 weekly meetings, 2 trainings on a weekly basis, about 4 hours, give or take. Opportunity, and they leveraged the best in the office. They leverage, Jenly. They leverage Bal. They leverage those who they're getting trained by. They leverage the environment, right? They set 4 appointments per week minimum. They spend 30 minutes to an hour, and I bet you they did it probably at the end of Saturday training. When you guys finish today, it isn't over. Spend 30 minutes, schedule appointments, call people that that you've been wanting to contact with and meet with. Have those people in front of you help you with that process, right? And then from that, you're gonna end up doing 2 appointments per week, 2 to 3 hours. And if you are in training, you are in the best position. What I mean by that is, if you're still learning this business, no, there's no better position to be in. Take notes and ask a ton of questions afterwards, right? And then, of course, earn some personal time with your trainer. And I changed this. I used to put, spend time with your trainer. Earn personal time. You got to understand that this 8 to 10 hours a week we talk about is about you and growing your business. This is not hangout time. This isn't, I want to hang out with Samir because he's good looking, or, and I can get more girls that way. I don't want to hang out with Jen Lee because, my stock goes up. No, 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 no. This is about you spending time picking their brains, learning from them, and then you have to earn that. You have to earn that. So, I mean, that's all I got, guys. I hope, that helps in some way, shape, or form. Thank you for your time.